Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The 3 people responsible for stealing flags last week in the Hanover Township area are now facing charges. 18-year-old Andrew Gushak, along with 2 unidentified juvenile males, are accused of removing the American flag from the front of Hanover Area High School July 8th. Now, according to police, the trio continued to steal flags throughout the night from homes in the Corncrest and Hanover Green sections of the township. They also allegedly stole 2 flags from the front of the Hanover Township Fire Department. All 3 face charges of both institutionalized vandalism and theft. Police have recovered all the stolen flags and asked that anyone who had one stolen from them the night of July 8th to call them at 570-825-1254. Luzerne County Council plans to return to in-person meetings by the end of the month. Council's been meeting remotely since March via video conferences. They hope to meet in person at Luzerne County Community College July 28th. There's a meeting room on campus that can accommodate dozens of people while allowing for social distancing. The courthouse's conference room was ruled out because it could only hold 14 people with the new health guidelines in place. Council will, however, meet one more time remotely at tomorrow night's meeting. The public will be able to view that meeting on YouTube. And over in Hazel Township, the public will also be able to attend tonight's supervisors meeting in person. Meeting starts at 6, and attendees will have their temperatures checked at the door by a nurse before being allowed to enter the building. Seats will be spaced out accordingly to comply with social distancing guidelines. A virtual meeting option will be available for those who cannot physically attend. The State Department of Education released protocols that students have to follow when they return to school. Pennsylvania schools were closed March 16th after the governor issued an order to prevent the spread of COVID-19 and have been that way since. Students returning for in-person classes have to wear a mask when they're unable to keep at least 6 feet apart. Those who have a medical condition or disability are exempt from the order. Many area districts are reviewing the options on just how students will be returning, which include remote learning. Some schools will let students decide whether they want to physically attend or participate remotely. The department's giving schools and districts some flexibility to implement their plans. Most schools plan to start back up in late August and early September. A male juvenile wanted by police on charges for possessing a firearm was taken into custody by Hazleton police. The juvenile was spotted by officers in the area of Alter Street last Friday. He entered a restaurant and noticed 2 marked police cars outside the building shortly afterwards. He fled the establishment on foot and onto 8th Street toward Locust, where he dropped a firearm from his pants pocket. Officers caught up with him and later recovered the firearm. He was arrested and charged with multiple gun-related offenses before being handed over to Luzerne County Juvenile Probation. Staying in Hazleton, a woman's facing assault charges following a domestic disturbance last week. 27-year-old Nora Marte Pastrana was allegedly drinking and smoking hookah in the unidentified victim's house late Monday evening. The victim said when he entered the residence, she began to choke, slap, and bite him. She allegedly grabbed a bottle of Hennessy and tried to hit him in the head with it. She then grabbed a knife and began to chase him. Police said the victim sustained bite marks to his hand but refused medical treatment. Marte Pastrana was charged with simple assault, terroristic threats, and harassment. She's currently free on bail. A Hamburg man died after crashing his motorcycle Saturday in Schuylkill County. State police at Schuylkill Haven said 36-year-old Juan Gonzalez Sanchez was traveling at a high rate of speed on Route 895 in West Brunswick Township when he lost control, exited the roadway, and struck a pole. He was taken to Geisinger St. Luke's in Orwigsburg, where he later died from his injuries. State health officials add 4 more states to the travel quarantine recommendation aimed at stopping the spread of COVID-19 in the Commonwealth. People traveling to Delaware, Iowa, Kansas, and Oklahoma are being asked to self-quarantine for 14 days when they return to Pennsylvania. The state issued an earlier recommendation for people to self-quarantine coming back to the Commonwealth from 15 different states. The health department also announced 17 more deaths attributed to the coronavirus, bringing that number to 6,897. Coming up on Wyln News, a viral video has the Allentown Police Department in some hot water. Plus, pay your taxes ASAP. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Melania, and I'm 3 years old, and today is going to be sunny out.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan. I'm a physical therapist here at Physical Therapy and Balance Center in Hazleton. For today's Medical Minute, what I'm going to be giving you guys is a few tips that can help improve the safety of your workspace by decreasing strain on your neck, back, elbows, and wrists. When you're sitting at your desk, your head should stay in a neutral position, so make sure your monitor's at a right spot, that you're not going to be tilting up or down. You want to keep your arm relaxed at the side, keep your elbows at about desk height there. You want to make sure your wrists stay in a neutral position, so not a low keyboard, that your wrists are extended like that. You want to keep your low back curved inward this way, not slouching back. So a couple exercises you can do throughout the day. Just tilting your head to the side to get a stretch through your neck, bringing your wrist out in front to get a stretch through your forearm, and make sure you take some standing breaks throughout the day, stretching your back.
From the bottom of our hearts, the WYLN TV 35 family would like to say thank you to all essential workers for your service to our community and for keeping us safe.
A video on social media showing an Allentown police officer with his knee on a man's neck prompted protests and demand from the local Black Lives Matter group for suspension. The video, shot Saturday night from a passerby's vehicle, shows Allentown officers restraining a man on the ground outside the emergency room of the Sacred Heart campus of St. Luke's Hospital. One officer has his elbow on the man's neck before switching to his knee to hold the man down, while the other officers restrained his arms. The man doesn't appear to be resisting during the video. Allentown police released a statement Sunday night saying the interaction is under investigation and additional videos are being reviewed. Just a friendly reminder from the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue that Wednesday, July 15th, the last day to file 2019 personal income tax returns. And tax returns filed electronically are processed faster, which means taxpayers would get their refunds sooner. The department's also offering help through its online customer service center. Those needing in-person assistance need to schedule an appointment at one of their district's offices. The Department Customer Experience Center is available by calling 717-787-8201 on weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Free tax forms and instructions are available at revenue.pa.gov. The Luzerne County Transportation Authority announced the return of express service to Francis Slocum State Park. Buses will run 3 express trips to Francis Slocum Monday through Friday and 2 on Saturday. They're also having a giveaway next week and will announce the details on both their website and Facebook page. Be sure to visit lctabus.com for all of their latest schedules and information. The scoreboards dimmed and fields are empty at both Scranton and Old Forge High Schools until further notice. Officials at both school districts decided to stop all activities and sports over the weekend due to the recent spike in positive COVID-19 cases. School leaders say it's all about keeping students and staff safe and healthy. They'll consider a change come mid-August, but both will continue monitoring the pandemic until then. Although athletes are taking a seat on the bench right now, it's all in hopes that they'll be able to score later on. Hollywood lost a gem Sunday after a 2-year battle with breast cancer. Kelly Preston played dramatic and comic roles alongside actors ranging from Tom Cruise to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Her lengthy acting career ranged from the big screen to television, like starring opposite Kevin Costner in the 1999 film For the Love of the Game. Kelly starred in What a Girl Wants back in 2003, as well as in the live-action adaptation of The Cat in the Hat. She and her husband of 28 years, John Travolta, had 3 children together. Kelly Preston was just 57 years old. Coming up on Tom Hickens' News Choice, we spoke with Todd Eachus in Community and You, plus the Washington Redskins name will soon be no more. Stay with us.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. Looking for information on the coronavirus pandemic? Make sure it's from a reliable source. Go to WYLNTV.com and click on the Lehigh Valley Health Network banner for the real facts about the coronavirus pandemic. And watch WYLN News live at 5:30 for updates on this ongoing crisis. The source matters now more than ever. WYLN, we're your local network.
Hello and welcome to Community and You. I'm Philip Kaufman and I'm here with Todd Eachus. We're discussing on last Friday, he held a press conference to discuss a new anti-corruption legislation,
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about that and a few other things today. So Todd, first, thank you and welcome.
Well, Phil, it's great to be back in the WYLN studio. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we had a press conference. Gary Wegman, Dr. Gary Wegman, he's running for the 9th Congressional District, which is basically everything in the Cunningham Valley except Butler Township all the way west of the Columbia County line. It's a much bigger congressional district. It goes all the way into the Berks County. And the district that I hope to represent in the 116th goes all the way to the Columbia County line in Berwick. It includes the nuclear power plant and the river in between. So we've had a press conference about a project. It's called the Berwick Petrochemical Cracker Plant. This petrochemical plant was envisioned in House Bill 1100, passed by the House and Senate, and vetoed by Governor Wolf over concerns for the environment as well as worker wages. We held a press conference because the oil and gas company involved in envisioned in providing the gas for this project, Cabot Oil, they have been indicted by a grand jury in Susquehanna County by Attorney General Josh Shapiro for polluting Susquehanna County, criminally polluting Susquehanna County. Citizens may remember the tap water caught on fire in many people's homes in Dimock. This is a investigation. They investigated that and pressed charges. So Gary and I had come up with a two-bill package. One, that any company indicted by the U.S. Attorney Barr or Attorney General Josh Shapiro for a crime would be prohibited from participating in any state program or any state tax credit program. Second is that those companies also indicted for criminal activity in Pennsylvania would be, or the federal government, would be prohibited from contributing in campaigns. So their political action contributions from Cabot Corporation would be prohibited until the company is completely cleared of criminal charges. And we really think this is an important step forward, because what happens in these projects, Phil, is that powerful forces get together around the region. They sit down in a small room, they calculate a project, they bring people together, they don't tell anything about the public. But in this case, we have criminal activity with one of the partners in the project, Cabot Oil and Gas. And I really believe that in order to halt corruption activity in these inside dealing projects, that you've got to have transparency for the public. So that's why we did the press conference, and I'm grateful to be here to discuss it.
Awesome. And we were talking before about House Bill 1100.
Yes.
And we were discussing how that plays into this. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. House Bill 1100 was sponsored by Aaron Coffer from Kingston, from Luzerne County, and co-sponsored by Representative Toohill. This legislation passed the House and then passed the Senate, but not with enough votes to override a veto. So there's been much pressure from many interest groups. Cabot Oil, last week or two, bought the Hazelton Area School District a printer for our center, our STEM center. They've had lunches here with the Speaker of the House, who took a gas job, a golden parachute, and on June 15th left the State House and took $1 million job with the oil and gas company. So these inside dealings at the Capitol, as well as small groups of people that are envisioned in House Bill 1100. The problem with House Bill 1100 is they haven't told the public about what this project is. So it's a House bill, cool. 1100, what does that mean? Well, it means there's going to be a big cracker plant. These cracker plants make either fertilizer or plastic pellets. So they use petroleum, natural gas, and they create a system, and these systems that they've created are mirrored after a project in Beaver County, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh. Carnegie Mellon University has been involved in a study of air quality after that project, and for a 25-mile radius around that cracker plant in Beaver County, there's air pollution. And this project will bring the same type of air pollution across 5 counties: Luzerne, Lackawanna, Schuylkill, Northumberland, and Luzerne, Carbon, right?
Carbon,
right.
yeah.
So these 5 counties will see, just like we see at the nuclear power plant, the steam comes off the stacks, and it's clean. It's clean water, right? This stack won't be clean. It'll emit volatile organic compounds. These VOCs have respiratory problems, especially for the elderly and those who have asthma and other conditions that require clean air. And one of the last great assets we have here is clean air. We have a dirty river, one of the dirtiest stretches of the Susquehanna, impacted by acid mine drainage, and we have miles and miles of open mine pits. So I think any citizen who lives here would say if we would lose our air quality, we may lose our great last environmental asset. So I'm opposing this project for both the criminality of Cabot, but I'm also opposing it because I live in Drums in Butler Township in the Cunningham Valley. We have the cleanest air anywhere. You can step outside your backyard and your porch and breathe deep here in Hazleton and know that you've got clean air. I don't want to lose that. So this project is concerning to me, and the people who put it together haven't been transparent with the public about where it's going to be located, what the risks are, and that's just not my way. If I find a gasoline spill under your house, I'm going to tell you about it and have meetings about it. If I find a dredge operator coming to Hazelton and I don't know about it, I'm going to be public and transparent with the public about it in advance of the project. So that's why I came out, and that's why Gary Wegman and I have put together this 2-bill package. We don't think this is a good project for the region, and it's I've never opposed any job creating projects in my entire life, but this one, I can't support.
Well, it sounds like you're a man on a mission, and I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I hope that everything goes well. And I want to thank you all for joining us for this episode of Community and You. This is Todd Ichis, and you're running for the 116th Congressional District as the Democratic nominee.
I am. I'll be on the ballot in November. I hope I can count on your support.
Well, we look forward to it. And thank you for joining us today, and thank you for joining us as well on Community and You.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
Catch us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, where you'll learn all about massage therapy and the benefits of that in chiropractic. We'll see you this week.
A benefit concert for the arts is scheduled to happen this Thursday in Wilkes-Barre Township. It's one of 3 shows taking place this month as part of the NEPA Live from the Lot concert series. Come Together, a community benefit concert for the arts, takes place Thursday, July 16th at 6 in Mohegan Sun Arena's parking lot. It'll be followed by Almost Queen on Friday and Jim Gaffigan on Saturday. Tickets for each show are sold by the carload, with a max of 4 occupants per vehicle. Tickets are available through Ticketmaster or at the NBT Bank box office at Mohegan Sun Arena Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. More information can be found by visiting MoheganSunArenaPA.com. The Washington Redskins seem to finally be making moves toward adopting a new nickname. The franchise is reviewing its 87-year-old name that's been seen as offensive. A letter signed by 87 investors and shareholders totaling $620 billion was sent to sponsors like FedEx, PepsiCo, and Nike, asking them to stop doing business with the team unless there's a name change. FedEx, who signed a 27-year deal for $205 million back in 1998, wants the name changed, while Amazon, Walmart, and Target have said they'd stop selling their merch in stores. Their American Indian Chief logo was designed back in 1971 by a Native American, but their plans this time around don't seem to involve the use of any Native American imagery. No new name was revealed just yet, since trademark issues are reportedly still pending, but as of now, the franchise plans to retain the use of its burgundy and gold colors. Cast members at Walt Disney World Resort in Florida welcomed back guests today into both Disney's Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom theme parks. Disney's Epcot and Hollywood Studios will reopen July 15th. Disney theme parks will approach reopening safely and responsibly, which includes limiting how many guests can enjoy the parks at one time. Disney's basing their decisions to reopen on the success of reopening other Disney resorts and hotels. Signature Disney creativity and innovation will have new ways for guests to enjoy attractions and characters, while maintaining their social distance and other health requirements. That's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page or WYLNTV.com, where you can also find LVHN's real facts about COVID-19. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the Children's Programming Report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.